Welcome to Fat Cloud TV, brought to you by Vaping Cheap. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to wick an RDA effectively. Now we're in the upper close portion. I have the Wotofo Troll RDA version 2 on top of the Wick Primo box mod. And I'll show you how to wick an RDA effectively. I have a dual Clapton build in there. And I'm going to use a sheet of Japanese organic cotton. You can find these at Fastech, GearBest, Amazon, a lot of different places really. I like using this cotton a lot because it's cheap, it's effective, and there's no weird taste or anything like that. And the breaking time is relatively minimal. So since this is a 3mm coil, I'm going to cut a little bit more cotton than I usually do. So cut it here. Doesn't have to be perfect. So there you go. I cut 2 strips of cotton, and I'm going to take off the edges here. Well, peel off the edges, the outside portion. And here we go. Peel one there. Peel it off another here. There you go. I like to do this so to leave the inner portions is like a lot more fluffy and than this portion right here. And it's just easier too when you're installing cotton. So peel off the edges, the outer portions. So you're left with 2 pieces of Japanese organic cotton. What I like to do, you don't have to do this, but I just cut at an angle, just right at the top, and that helps rolling off the cotton to put it into the coil. Do it on this one as well. So just bring it a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll the ends of the cotton like that. And so when I'm inserting the cotton, it just makes it easier to pull it through, that's all. So I have this one done here too. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and insert the cotton. I'm going to hold the coil so it doesn't move and pull the cotton through. So there we go. So now you want some tension where you can easily pull it through with your hands, but you want to make sure when you're tugging that it's not going to go anywhere. And with a Clapton build too, I personally like a little bit of a tighter cotton, a little bit of a tighter fit with the cotton, sorry. I find that this helps reduce with like the spitting that Claptons can do sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and do it with this coil now. So like you see, it's easy to pull through with your hands, but you still have to give it some kind of force to pull it through. Now what I like to do, the reason why I chose the Troll version 2 is because it has a really, really deep juice well. Excuse the outside noises. And what I like to do now, I like to fold the cotton, push the cotton down to where the bottom of the juice well is, on each side. That kind of gives me an idea of where I need to snip the cotton for the cotton to touch the bottom of the juice well. And the reason why you want the cotton to touch the bottom of the juice well, when you drip e-liquid through the top, or just taking out the top cap, painting juice on your coils, e-liquid is going to form through the middle there. Well, it's going to fall through the middle. And what's going to happen, you want the cotton to touch the bottom so that it's able to soak the e-liquid. Now, if it's not touching the bottom, it's not going to really wick efficiently. So I'm going to go ahead and slip the cotton out about there. I'm going to really eyeball the rest, as I've wicked this RDA quite a bit before. Go ahead. And these scissors, by the way, are from the Coil Master DIY kit. This is one of the best scissors I've probably used for cutting cotton. And plus, it comes with a kit that comes with a bunch of other accessories for building coils and wicking and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take tweezers. You could take a cotton pick if you want. You can also fluff them with your fingers or with a cotton pick. It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. But I like to fluff them just a tad bit with your fingers. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a pair of tweezers and I'm going to fold it and then tuck it in. So it's kind of hard to do it in this angle, but I'm going to fold it and tuck it in. Now I'm going to tuck it into the corner. And the reason this might actually be a little bit too much cotton. And now when you're wicking an RDA, especially one with side airflow like this one, you want to make sure the cotton is not blocking this area right here, because you want airflow to travel underneath the coil and come up. And I find this to so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. You just take the tweezer, pull up the cotton. Make sure it's not stuffed too packed. You want, for it to be kind of a little bit loose but a little bit tight, but you don't want to stuff it in. I mean, just in general, stuffing cotton, whether it's RT or RD, might not be the best idea. So here we go. We have it wicked. Like I said, just make sure when you're wicking RD, you're not blocking underneath the coil, whether it's bottom airflow, side airflow, top airflow. You want airflow to travel all throughout the coil. So that's it. That's how easy it is to really wick an RDA. I'm going to put some e-liquid on here and we'll see how it performs with this Clapton build. Now that it's all wicked, what's left is put some e-liquid. Today I'll be vaping on some Circus cookie. It's a cookie, strawberry, I think, sprinkle, something like that. What I primarily taste is a sugar cookie, really, honestly speaking. So, well, there we go. Put some e-liquid. With Clapton builds, I like to put some e-liquid and give it a fire so that the e-liquid kind of soaks into the Clapton coil. As you'll see when I'm pressing the fire button, the e-liquid is being soaked, sucked into the coil. This build came out to a 0.41 ohm, and this is going to be at 70 watts. And here we go. Let's see some vapor production. Oh, it looks great. I'll see you guys up top. We're back up top from the up close portion with the Troll version 2 RDA and the Evic Primo from Joytech. Wicking RDA, you could say it's like a balancing act. The more you do it, the better you become at it. Knowing how much wick to use or how little wick to use, depending on the diameter, depending on the type of coil build even. Do you want it to be more snug? Do you want it to be more loose fitting? The more you do it, the better you'll become at it. And even with different cotton you would use would determine whether you would use less or more. Like I said, I prefer to use cotton baked V2 or normal Japanese organic cotton that you can find almost anywhere. Fastech, Gear Best, Lightning Vapes. No, not Lightning Vapes, sorry. Amazon. Lightning Vapes. I think you could find the cotton baked version 2. Links will be in the description for them if you're interested in picking those up. Like I said, that is my favorite kind to use. There's minimal breaking time. It lasts a good amount of time, even with e-liquids with high amounts of sweetener. But anyway, back to wicking RDA effectively. That is how I wick majority of my RDAs, especially with side airflow. People might use different methods for bottom airflow or top airflow, but generally speaking, you want to make sure that the cotton is touching the base of the juice well to ensure that it's going to wick efficiently and effectively. You don't want to put mashed cotton underneath the coil, like I showed you, because that's just going to, you want airflow to travel all around the coil. So I really hope this video helps you with wicking an RDA if you're having any issues. If you have any other issues, you have any questions, please feel free to leave us a comment down below, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. But anyway, thanks for watching Flat Cloud TV. I'll see you in the next one, and make sure keep it cloudy.
Getting